What is up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Cynthia, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing some new and exciting Becca Cosmetics products. And the one that I have here is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation and the new Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer. And I'm just really excited that today I can try it on and let you know my thoughts. But before we get started in this review video, please make sure to subscribe down below for new videos every single week. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into this video. So this is what the Becca Skin Love Foundation looks like. It says that it is a weightless blur foundation infused with Glow Nectar Brightening Complex. By the sound of that, I think that this foundation is going to help color correct your face over time. So maybe if you have uneven skin tone or maybe some dark spots, that it might help a little bit with that. And I also haven't felt this foundation yet. I kind of chose my color by eyeballing it, so I hope I got the right shade. I picked the shade Olive for myself, and this is the moment of truth right here. So this is what one pump looks like, and ooh, she's thick. This is like, yeah, really good coverage. Do you see that? So I just dabbed a little bit right over here. So that's what one layer of this foundation looks like. I mean, like, it's full coverage. This one single pump is probably going to be enough for my whole face. I love me some full coverage foundation, so I'm very excited to see what this does for me in terms of coverage. I am going to be using two different applicators today. I'm going to be using my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush on my right side of my face, and then my beauty blender on my left side of my face. I'm just going to start with my Sigma F80, and then I'm just gonna go for it. So that is like really nice. I'm really liking this so far. Let me go ahead and zoom you in just a little bit. So the color is a little bit warmer or a little bit more tan than I am at the moment, as you can see by my neck shade right there, but this will do. I'll just probably bring it down my neck a little bit so it's more seamless. But just one layer is like, oh my god, the coverage is amazing. If you're somebody that loves full coverage, like, but it still looks natural. I really like that it's covering, but it's still looking like skin, which is amazing. It's not easy to do at all. But like I was saying, if you're somebody that likes their full coverage, this is going to be a great foundation because, again, I love how skin-like and dewy this looks like so far. I'm really liking this foundation. And I do want to say that I primed my whole face using my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. That's a long name for a primer, but that's what I used. I used a hydrating primer to make sure that this blurring foundation doesn't dry me out, because I am a little bit more dry skin, and I just wanted to make sure that I was nicely prepped and hydrated, because sometimes blur foundations, they tend to be a little bit on the matte side, and I'm always very cautious when I'm working with a matte product, especially if it's a matte foundation. All right, so this is what one layer of this foundation looks like if you're using a brush. So now let's go ahead and do the other side with the beauty blender. Gonna do a pump. I'm probably not gonna need the whole thing, but I'm just going to dip my beauty blender directly into this product, and we're just gonna go for it. Wow, yeah, see that? So already it's giving me a little bit more dewiness on this side, and I haven't even finished applying this. Like, this foundation is bomb. I really like it. So this is what the foundation looks like when I use the beauty blender. I find that it has a little bit more coverage than my right side, your left side, I believe. But anyways, I did feel like the beauty blender gave me just a little bit more coverage and dewiness, luminosity than my brush did on this side. And I also want to make a note that I used one pump on each side of my face. So as you can see, it's very dewy on both sides. But I like that the beauty blender did add a little bit more like moisture, radiance to it. So if I like move my face around, you can for sure see the glow. It's really pretty. And next, to highlight my face, I'm going to be using the new Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealer, and the shade that I got for myself was the shade Latte. Hopefully this color does a good job at kind of like brightening my complexion up a little bit, because I did pick out a shade that was very tan. But let's swatch it before I apply it on my face. I just want to feel the texture of this. Oh my god, it's thick. Like, the coverage is really awesome. The finish is very radiant, but this is like thick. If you know what the Tarte Maracuja concealer feels like, then you'll know what this concealer feels like. And I hate these type of concealers. Like, they just feel like thick, right? But I'm still going to give it a try and then see how it blends into this foundation. So I'm going to start by illuminating this whole under eye area. This is so thick. Okay, we're gonna give it a try. Just keep on pushing, Cynthia. Okay. Woo! So maybe we can also try doing a little reverse contour with the same concealer. And I'm sorry if my ears are red. It always happens when I'm like hot, and these lights, I have like 4 lights around me, they're warm, and I just get really hot when I'm behind the lights, so my ears tend to just get red. That's just a little side note, if you do notice these type of little things. Okay, so let's quickly blend that out using my beauty blender. I'm just going to work that in, work it. Okay, so it very effortlessly blended into the foundation. The finish is very luminous, very dewy looking. So very pretty, and like, I don't know, I do feel like just a little bit of like weight when I do this like motion, but we still have to set it with some translucent powder and finish the whole face. So let me just finish blending this concealer out. It's looking really pretty so far, but like, I am starting to feel my like foundation like just getting just a little bit heavier than I'm used to. So let's go ahead and set this complexion. All right, so we're quickly going to set the under eye, and I'm going to be using my Sigma F35 brush. Is this guy right here. I'm just going to set the under eye, and I am using the Laura Mercier loose setting powder, the original one. I'm gonna set my smile lines because your girl likes to smile, and I have to make sure that my makeup stays put. Okay, so I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to set my makeup with translucent powder, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to continue on with my bronzing and highlighting, and I'll just finish the rest of my makeup and see what we think. So today I'm going to be bronzing with my Sigma F20 large powder brush, and I like to use a big brush so it kind of spreads out the product a little bit, so it's not just concentrated in a single area, and it's a little bit more natural that way. Honestly, this foundation is doing a really good job at kind of holding onto this bronzer without making it look patchy. Like, as you see, it is like a very dewy, you know, hydrated finish, but it's still just allowing me to blend my bronzer in very effortlessly, which I really like. Also, I am bronzing with my Anastasia bronzer in the shade Saddle. So I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup, and I also set my face using my All Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay, and I really love the whole finish of this foundation and concealer. I think that it gives me amazing coverage, and I didn't really have to use a lot of product. I do have to say that I really love the Skin Love foundation. I would rate it a 8 out of 10 because it was easy to use. I love the finish of it. It doesn't make me look too matte, but I do definitely see the whole blurring effect of it. I feel as if though there was a Snapchat filter over my face, which is so amazing. And I do have to say that the concealer wasn't too shabby. I definitely felt like it brightened my under eye area and that I was able to reverse contour with this, highlight the T-zone, and overall I love the way my makeup turned out, but I personally don't love the heavy kind of feeling of the concealer. It's a great concealer. I do feel like it's hydrating, dewy, full coverage for sure, but I prefer the more lightweight full coverage concealers like the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the full coverage version, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer. That one's like full coverage and hydrating, but like the textures of those concealers are a lot thinner than this guy. This would be a great product for somebody that loves that full coverage, that also maybe loves the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, because any MAC concealer is going to be like full coverage, and I feel like this is more similar to those type of concealers than to the ones that I'm used to. So I would say that I'm rating this concealer a 6 out of 10 just because of like that initial like weight of it. But again, I feel very happy with this look and with these two products. I believe that they work wonderfully together, and I definitely feel like it's worth getting them. I do feel like the concealer though is for a very specific type of person, that person that loves their makeup and doesn't mind a little weight in the under eye area. And that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and found some value from it, please make sure to drop me a like, and also don't forget to subscribe for new videos every single week. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. It truly means a lot to me. I'll see you on the next one.